In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitor's sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys falling in the season opener, getting a second straight road game to start the season. On the Cowboys side, it's head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. The return starts at the 13. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
At the 45-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll try and play with some pace early on.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
They'll go again here with Henry. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
It's now second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second down and 6.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second and 9 at the Giants' 17-yard line.
Here's a second and 9.
60 Maverick. Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 2.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, Dallas. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. but he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
Second down throw for Mayfield. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Giants first down.
The RPO. That one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 44-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
44-yard line.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye is J.K. Dobbins. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Third down, they need 5.
Hey, we're 33.
A run with Dobbins. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Liking 18. Go.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Big Malcolm Roach there to make the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This caught right side by Worthy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
6 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
Cowboy
First
80.
and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys move out on top, 14-0.
Giants nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Hey, Greg, you think about the NFC East, I was always fond of saying, you're not allowed to rebuild in the NFC East. Think about these fan bases, Philly, Washington, Dallas, the Giants. Their fans don't stand rebuilds very often. Always feels a different pressure in this division to be one of the best teams in the league every year.
And it's just such a fun division. And last year with Washington turning it around so quickly, Jayden Daniels and Dan Quinn, what a great story that was. And then, of course, with Philadelphia, the eventual Super Bowl champs, clearly towards the end of the season, it was pretty evident, at least to all of us, that they were...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes!
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags We'll also play in London week 6 and 7. The Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. Then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6.
19 Wyatt. Back. Bronco East.
He'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Cowboys.
Here we go. Set.
First
Cowboy 80.
5-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Pound to 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now, it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Dallas. His first touchdown of the new campaign. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Cowboys will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Well, Greg, as the season starts, the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched. J.K. Dobbins. He's inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. We might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. That man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchdown. At the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of
And he will score! Devontae Smith, touchdown Cowboys! His 4th TD grab of the season. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. Cowboys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now, half the score. He'll kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you feel all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. How it changes the feeling coming into this week a little.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
A gain of 9 brings up
3rd and 2. Here we go. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. To throw is Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here comes 2nd and 4. That is Ferguson in motion. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they're trying to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike. It's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Giants. Well, That is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close. Give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. This one complete to Washington. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Broncos. Here we go. Start. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's into the hands of Worthy.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Chargers in the AFC West. And this is the running back. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's Devin Duvernay. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Bucs even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And it's the Falcons quarterback. He had 2 rushing touchdowns on the night. This is one of them here. The Falcons get a 2nd straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. And with that, time to look at what else went down in week 2 of the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, like just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
That's complete. It's JSN. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Baker. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Giants.
First down.
That's quick RPO to Ferguson. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing is Baker. A pass caught right side by Colvin.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are in.
That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, New York. That his first touchdown of the new year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy, and he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Josh Sweat there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 7.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cup 19, Cup 19. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Giants offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. To the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he is gone. 75 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Both these offenses have been informed. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All time here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to pick up the pace.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Going to go right back to Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. We'll try and hurry to the line here.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it with Henry. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Jabril Peppers up from his safety spot to bring him down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. We'll try to go tempo here as they hustle to the line.
First down. 1st and 10.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
On the give, here's Henry.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Let's go now. Rocco 80.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Gravity Lions. Ready.
He's got his big tight end. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Dallas. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Giants 28.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Gain of 14. First down, New York.
Now Baker keeping it on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Regular.
On 2nd down, they'll run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He was dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
That is Ferguson in motion. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Mayfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more practice to score touchdowns.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll run. It's Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Captain Ryan. Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's taken in left side by Smith. Now inside the 25. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position out of bounds at the 3.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Henry trying to push
Set.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
Ready,
At the
ready.
2-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. It is brought in the end zone. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Cowboys. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Giants 28.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's into the hands of Coleman. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
Second down throw for Mayfield. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
That is Ferguson in motion.
Cowboys 15-yard line.
A run now on 2nd down. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play. 3rd and 10.
19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's got it about the 8. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he will score! Game on! Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Baker to throw. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Here comes Worthy to return. And he's going to take this all the way back. 82 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and through. Cowboys tack on one more to their lead.
Giants, 34. Chase McLaughlin set.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Jones now on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Going right, it's taken in. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run with Dobbins. And I don't think he got that wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
50-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Here is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the Colts try an onside kick.
Touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
A give right up the middle to Henry. Not much happening there. Just a short game. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60.
He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Get it. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Dallas.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Cowboys are going to extend their lead. 56. Giants 41.
get your money up.